wealthiest people. But as Chancellor has rightly mentioned, there are some people below poverty. Is it not our responsibility to lift them above poverty? That is the mission I am taking. Zero poverty, P4 policy, public, private, people's partnership, people as capital. It is not only government responsibility. Now SRM is here. They are well established. They are having management skills. Why can't you adopt 10,000 families below poverty? In a systematic way, you can help them in all aspects, mentoring, hand-holding, some financial assistance. What governments are giving, additional support if you give. You are preparing students now. I am asking you to prepare families to earn money. That is where you have to do. If you adopt this, high net worth individuals of top 10% has to adopt bottom 20%. It is a continuous process how to reduce inequalities. That is my mission. Not only creating wealth, that wealth has to go to the last mile. That is the poor people. That is our mission in that. Second one is very clear, employment, employment, employment. That is my mission. As you have seen, young man among all of us, Chancellor, 85 years, very active. All youngsters have to take him as an example. You have to remind in our lifetime that is the model. What I asked him, what is your secret for health? He said very clearly, morning to evening I am mingling students. You are hearing your shoutings and energy level. He is also becoming day by day more and more younger. And also morning to evening he is working. That gives me more strength. This is where I am saying all of us has to do constructive work. Now I am talking everybody, don't do hard work. The days are over. Don't carry 100 kg bag. Carry cell phone, smartphone. Be literate. Upgrade your skills, what all you are doing. Then you can earn money very easily. Now I want to have, today you are all working. Flexible working is a reality. Flexible reading is a reality. Once if you go through, going on reading, we don't know what purpose. Today, work from home has come. Whenever you wanted to have time, you can work. Somebody, whenever he wanted to get it done, through online is getting the work done. Virtual and physical is a reality. Flexible working is a reality. And also our friends has made, our people are going because of it is happening brain drain. I am not considering brain drain. I am always asking all of you, think globally, act globally. Distance is not the constraint. Sit here, start a company, service the global community. You want to go to Hyderabad, have one office, spend some time. You want to go to abroad, you can go. And also you want to go for holiday, you can go. Even in holiday, 2 hours you can go through your work. You can do wonders. That is the future of working. That is what I am promoting as on today. Employment, employment, productive work. It is possible. All of you, as understand my philosophy or not, you have to tell me. Recently I am talking work from home concept. Some people came to me, what you are going to do? Every house is a workplace, women particularly. They are doing housework. They are highly qualified. Some people are PhDs in computer. They are residing at villages. They are having some occupation, looking after children, married, but they are settled in village. I am asking them, 3 hours, 4 hours if you work, you can get better money than your husband or your family member who are going outside. Here girls are here. In 95 when I became Chief Minister, I wanted to use women in a big way. There is a theory in that. Always girls are depending when they are young on parents for money, for education, everything. After marriage, you are depending on husbands because of money, or even some illiterate women wanted to go to cinema. Husband has to give permission. After marriage, when you are becoming old, you have to depend on children. They will ask, you don't know anything, you keep quiet, don't participate, you do some housework, that is enough. But today, I am proud to say, Indian women are working extremely well. Compared to men, women are more intelligent also. I am not saying this to please women. I am telling you, men also don't be jealous. There is a lot of competition future. I brought one simple reform, public reform. That is reserving 33% education for girls. Automatically more than 50-60% girls have come for colleges, engineering colleges, medical colleges, everywhere. Then at some time, youngsters used to ask me, boys, sir, because of your policy, more girls are coming, even they are crossing 50% proportion to gender. Then I told them there was a balance, backlog. Let them complete first, then we will revive. The day will come, reservations for men, for boys. Now, very interesting phenomena. I am a social scientist in one way. Wife and husband both are IT professionals. I am asking one question. What is your salary, both wife and husband? At a time I am asking. 80% are saying wives are getting better salary compared to husbands. I am not insulting them. That is the focus women are having. That is where they are shining extremely well. This is the best policy India is having. Even America is having a problem, gender inequality. I can say very proudly, India is one country, it is accepting widely, that is going to help India to become #1 country by 2047. I don't have any doubt about it. Third policy I am working, agriculture, agri-tech in a big way. Then water security, linking of rivers, everything. And HR and skill development and population management. This is very important subject, I will come back. Why I am talking about population management, we will discuss about it. Then sixth policy I am talking, logistics. India logistics cost is 14% or 15%, whereas global logistics cost only 8% or 7%. Seventh policies, I am talking about cost optimization of power and fuel, either diesel, petrol, everything. Now India is very fortunate for solar energy, wind energy, pumped energy, and also battery. I am confident India will have a bright future in green energy. I am very happy SRM is starting green energy, one institute here. I wish all the best for them. Another 5 years' time, Honorable Prime Minister's vision for green energy is 500 gigawatts. In that, 160 gigawatts are going to contribute from Andhra Pradesh. Already we have started green energy and also green hydrogen in Visakhapatnam, 1,90,000 crores investment. So all of you has to watch green energy is the future, green hydrogen is the future. And also in this nature farming is also one of the best way. We are all eating adulterated food. I told just now, food as a medicine, kitchen as a pharmacy, field is the raw material.